Hey, happy Saturday morning. I am Alviana Brewster, the CEO of Black Nurse Entrepreneurs, the premier organization for Black nurses who are interested in launching, building, and growing their entrepreneurial endeavors worldwide. So, if you've been following along, you know I've been dropping some content into your spirit, and today is not any less. Okay. So, today I'm going to be talking about knowing your numbers when it comes to marketing. But really quickly, I want to remind you that April was all about automation, May was about momentum, June was about operations. July was about business planning, and then August has been all about marketing. So make sure that you go back and look at some of our other content. I've dropped some wonderful tips, and my goal is to be able to give you quick, actionable things that you can do right now in your business to help to move it forward. So today's topic, like I said earlier, is all about knowing your marketing numbers. And I want to deep dive and give you some numbers that I want you to be monitoring so that you can evaluate them and make changes as needed, and then also understand how effective your marketing plan and strategies are. So, one of the biggest ones that you want to be monitoring is website traffic. How many people are actually coming to your website? And some tools will actually allow you to understand what pages that they're clicking on and how long they're actually staying on that page. And you also want to understand, where are your customers coming from? Not only that they come to your website, but where is the bulk of your traffic kind of coming from? Don't forget that you can install tools such as Google Analytics that will give you lots of really good data about the traffic that is going on your website. But you want to make sure that you keep this in mind, okay? How about your conversion rates? And this means how many people are actually taking action when they come to your website. So clicking or liking or whatever that may be, how are you converting people and actually converting them over into buying or joining or doing a thing, an action, an actual action? Okay. How about customer acquisition costs? And this is the total cost that it takes you to acquire a customer. What does that cost look like? And you want to make sure that you are looking at not only the cost in totality, but that the marketing and sales, your marketing and sales expense is also included in within that cost. And the goal is to keep that cost as low as possible. So let's break it down. Let me give you an example. If it costs you $100 to acquire a customer, but they only purchase something for you for 50 cents, then your cost to acquire them is much higher. So you're not getting a really good return on your investment. Okay. So the goal is to keep the cost of acquiring them a lot lower than the cost of actually or their purchase. Whatever they purchase, you want that to be a lot higher. How about customer lifetime value? And so this is the amount of money that is expected on average for a customer to spend through the lifetime of them being with you, or purchasing your items and things like that. So think of it like this. On average, let's say you have a membership, and on average your members stay for about 8 months, and they usually spend with you about $1,000. And so you understand that your customer lifetime value might be only like $1,000. Now, of course, I'm just giving you an example, and this is dependent up on a lot of things, and it's dependent on your specific business. But for example purposes, this is really that amount of money that is expected, and that on average your customers are spending with you over a lifetime, right? Now you want this price or this amount, let's say this amount, to be even more than it costs you to acquire. And that's how you get that return on your investment. Now, another thing I want to talk to you about is your email and your text messaging click-through rates. Now, we talked about email and text messaging marketing and social media marketing on the last one. So go look at that video as well. But if you have emails and you have text messages that are going out, you want to see how many people actually open them up and actually click on the links within them. So, not too long ago, we were noticing that a lot of people weren't seeming to open up our emails. And that actually led us to realize that our emails were going to spam. So we had to do some work on the back end with the deliverability of our emails so that more people actually got them and saw them, opened them up. And now we're also evaluating the click-through rate. So it's one thing for a person to open up the email, but are they actually taking action to the next step in order to actually purchase or buy or join whatever you have for them. So whenever you're thinking about your emails and text messages, you want to make sure that the content that's within them is also valuable, engaging, not spammy, not harmful content, which will actually increase the amount of people that actually click through onto the next part of whatever the process is. So it might be join my masterclass, click here. So you want to see how many people actually click that link in order to join the masterclass. Now, as far as social media is concerned, you want to be monitoring your social media engagement numbers. How many people like your content? How many people are actually commenting? How many people are following and sharing your content? How many people are actually live or excuse me, are on your live videos and actually watching? And think about how long are they staying too, right? And what days are they most active on? Are they active in the morning? Are they active in the evening? Are they active on Saturdays more so? And then that can also dictate when you decide to put forth your marketing material in front of them. It may not make sense if nobody is active at Sunday at 3 a.m. It doesn't make sense to put your marketing materials in front of them then because nobody is awake to even see it. So think about your people and their behaviors on social media. Now, how about your return on investment? Are you monitoring that? Are you thinking about it? Because that's one of the reasons why you're in business is you want an investment. You want that return to come back. So the money that you put out, you want it to go grab some friends and bring it back tenfold, right? So these are your key indicators of your marketing efforts is understanding what your return on investment is, making sure that the things that you put out there return you a return on investment. And if not, then there may be some tweaks that you need to do or make within your marketing efforts. Now, also think about your bounce rate. This is the amount of people that actually maybe, let's say, come to your website and they bounce off of the website just as soon as they got there. You want to think about why is this happening? Is maybe your information not engaging? Is there maybe a technical issue? Maybe they couldn't click on the link. Maybe something was confusing. Maybe it's a technicality, whatever. Think about how you can keep people on your website longer in order to purchase, and that system or that flow actually works and works smoothly. So you want to make sure that you're testing out your links, making sure you're testing out the process and kind of walking through that customer's journey before you even put things out to them. So that increases the chance and the likelihood that they actually take the action that you're wanting them to take. And then lastly, how about the retention rate? Are you able to retain people? I mean, do you have a high churn rate where people are leaving? Let's say you have a membership or something like that, or your social media even. Are people leaving your platform really quickly just as soon as they got there, or are they actually staying? And you want to think about the cost that it takes to retain your clientele, and is it actually working? Do they seem like they are being retained within whatever you're wanting them to do? Are they return customers? Are they staying in the membership? Are they staying within your environment, your mastermind or whatever? Are you able to retain them? So track those numbers as well, okay? So at the end of the day, what I want to remind you is knowing your numbers is incredibly important. Again, I always will say this, that people sometimes will put stuff out there thinking that they're doing a thing and they're not doing anything at all, especially if you don't know your numbers. When you know your numbers and you're tracking these things, then you're understanding how much what is the average order value when a person comes and spends money with me? How much are they spending with me, right? How much can I expect for them to spend over the lifetime of them being a customer or a client with us? Is my marketing expense a little too high? Maybe there's ways that I can tweak it and still be effective in reaching the people that I need to reach. There's so much involved in marketing, and I will also suggest to you to get a professional that's able to help you. But these are things that you can start monitoring right now today to make sure that your marketing efforts are going the way that you're wanting them to go. And if they're not, through knowing your numbers, then you know what areas that you need to tweak or maybe improve in with the process. So I hope this makes complete sense to you. If you will, do me a favor, like this, share it, comment below, and let me know if this resonates with you. And before I get out of here, I always want to remind you that we have a membership. It's called B&E Elite Membership. It is where you can enjoy the best, all of the benefits of being in our community at a whole. There's networking involved, there's masterminding involved, exclusive interviews, visibility, marketing, discounts, you name it. And so what I'm doing is inviting you to come and join us, blacknurseentrepreneurs.org/membership-home in order to become a member of our community. Listen, that is my time. I hope this has served you. I hope that you will go out there and start monitoring those numbers. We really need to know how many people are buying from you, how many people have visited your website, how many people have converted, how much money they're spending with you. We need to know all of those numbers. So make sure that you are monitoring those numbers consistently and effectively. Okay. Much love to you. I hope this has blessed you, and I will see you on the next time. Bye.